Great and blessed morning, beautiful people. Welcome to our Breakfast Club call. My name is Pamela Pacheco, and as always, I have the absolute honor, pleasure, and privilege of being your host on this beautiful morning. If you are joining us for the first time, welcome. If you are joining us once again, welcome home. We are super grateful to have you on here with you guys. And I remember when I first embarked upon entrepreneurship a decade ago, I was looking forward to these type of calls in the morning. Not only was I looking forward to these type of calls because of the information I was going to receive, but I was looking forward to these type of calls for the inspiration I was going to receive. We always often hear garbage in is garbage out, and greatness in is greatness out. And how you start your day sets the tone for your day. So kudos to each and every single one of you guys that decided to start off your day with some positivity and some light this morning. So if you were on the call last week, type a 1 in the chat. We spoke about sowing and reaping. We spoke about the steps of a faithful leader. And it was absolutely a great, great call because we went over so many different things of sowing and reaping, not only in our business, in our life. So today, something that I want to talk about is, and not only how to approach your family. Anybody feel any type of hesitation? Does it get awkward like at the Thanksgiving table? Did it get a little awkward when you're talking about business? Can anybody relate to that? Sometimes it gets just a little bit awkward if we're being honest when we're talking to our family and friends. And maybe you're the person. I was having this conversation with a great friend of mine yesterday, who's also one of my mentees, and we're saying it's like, you know what? Sometimes it's not so much the conversation, it's just how you feel about the conversation, because we naturally, we want to be humans, right? And naturally, it is very, very common that we feel any type of weirdness or awkwardness when we are talking about our business. Yes, 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 absolutely, Lisa. So it is important that we understand and that there's so many different ways that we can share something that's important to us, that we can share our business without making it weird at the dinner table, without making it weird with our family during the holidays, whether you're celebrating Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, right? Whatever the case may be, you want to make it in a way that it is not awkward, that it is not weird. So if you're taking notes, take some notes, because this is something that is going to help you. So number one, here is a great way, right? And if we're being really honest, the holiday seasons just brings pressure for everybody. So what I want to do is always, I love to think, and it's my pastor, Miami, Mr. Rich Wilkerson, always says that it's a privilege of pressure, right? And there's a way that you can look at pressure, because a diamond is simply coal under pressure. So there's a way that we can look at pressure and give us a different perspective of it. So it's about shifting our focus. And you always hear us say, your mindset is where your mind sits, and what you focus on expands. What you focus on the longest becomes the strongest. So it's one of those things that pressure produces a new perspective if we allow it. So that's what we're going to go tap into today. So number one, if you're taking notes, share your passion. Share your passion. If you are at the dinner table, if you are singing Christmas carols, if you are at a holiday festivity and you just don't know how to go about sharing your business, you may not necessarily need to share your business if you can just share your passion. So one of the things how we do that is just beginning the conversation by expressing your genuine level of enthusiasm and excitement about your business, or more so than anything, about the future, right? What vision do you have for this new year? So sharing your passion about by expressing your enthusiasm for your business, but also for your future and how it aligns with your interests and your skills. So a lot of times, if you can just make something conversational and you're talking about, man, I'm passionate about this because, I have a level of desire that I want to impact people's lives. And I've always had dreams to travel the world, and I never wanted to struggle financially. And I always wanted to be able to not only build passive income for me, but help more people. And when we're thinking about building our business and we're thinking about building our passive income and we're thinking about what that vision looks like for your life, have you shared that vision with the people that you love? Have you shared that level of enthusiasm? So beginning the conversation with something as simple of, why are you excited for your business? Why are you excited that this aligns? This is in alignment with some of your interests, with some of your skills, right? Number two, educate about your industry. So I heard a long time ago, and it's stuck with me forever, is like, people are not against network marketing, they're against network marketers. And the reason why is because oftentimes people get weird, right? People get weird, or they bamboozle their friends into, hey, coming over for a party, and then it's a presentation, right? So it's about just being honest. But one of the ways that you can go about this during the holiday season is educating about your industry, right? Providing a brief overview of your industry, helping family members understand the context and the potential of your business. And one of the ways that you can just educate about our industry is we have training coming up, right? We have playbook coming up. We have the inner circle. Maybe you are in the car with one of your friends, with one of your family members, and you just happen to put on the inner circle, and you happen to just put on the Ben Shabbat story, or you just happen to put on one of those interviews that are just educational. And they're definitely not only do you take this time to provide a brief overview of your industry, but also how does your industry, how does your business, how does the passion and the vision that you have for your business, how's that going to set you apart from anybody else? Because a lot of the times we hear it all the time. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care about them. However, it is one of those things that a lot of times people are just not educated. Have you ever had the conversation with somebody before and you talk to them about direct sales, or you're talking to them about network marketing, or you're talking to them about business, and it simply was just a misunderstanding? It simply was just they weren't educated about what this industry has, about maybe you want to talk about the tax benefits, right? Maybe you want to talk about why this is something that you can work from home. Why are you passionate about passive income? How has passive income been life-changing? Or if maybe you haven't experienced passive income as of yet, talk about how that's going to look like in the future for you. Talk about how that is in alignment with what it is that you want to accomplish. Number three, and if you guys are getting value from this, type of V in the chat, right? Let me know if you guys are getting value from this. We read each and every single comment. Number three is highlighting your achievements. Share any milestones or achievements that your business has reached, making the conversation more about the accomplishments rather than just the business itself. So if you're at the dinner table and you're not going to say, yeah, so I just hit my Square bonus and I am making $200 residual income. So a way of saying that, right, is, hey, I just hit one of the significant levels of passive income in my business, and I'm so excited because now this means that I get that money coming in every single month, whether I like it or not. And I'm excited because this is something that I am going to utilize to do this. This is something that I am going to utilize to tithe more. This is something that I'm going to utilize to build out children's ministry around the world. This is something that I am going to utilize to travel with our family, to create experiences that we don't never have to escape from. So highlighting your achievements is very, very significant because people are not even aware. How many of us take time at the dinner table to actually just catch up with our family members, to catch up with our friends, to catch up with the people that we love? So sharing milestones, sharing achievements, because maybe you posted it on social media, but they have no idea what 5 squared means. They have no idea what 10 squared means, what 25 squared means, what 50 squared means. They have zero clue about what that means. So highlighting some of your achievements, sharing these milestones and achievements that you've reached, that your business has reached, making the conversation always more about you, your accomplishments, rather than just the business itself. Number 4, connecting to family values, explaining how your business aligns with the family values or some shared goals. Maybe there are some common interests that your family shares that you guys have spoken about, right? So explaining how your business can align with your family values or your shared goals, and also emphasizing the positive impact that it can have. And it goes back to, when my pastor was talking about the privilege of pressure, and it was like, pressure has to have points, right? Pressure points. If in the military, we know we got pressure points, right? Put somebody to sleep real quick. But you will persevere under pressure when you give your pressure a point. And I think that it is so important that when we're talking about our business, it's like you're giving the pressure a point, right? You're making sure that you're giving somebody a different perspective, because if you can just connect with your family. See, the reason why so many people never get to collab is because they don't get to connect. So where's the commonality? Connect to family values. And maybe you're the person that's like, listen, girl, me and my family, we just don't connect at all. Like, I get that too. Okay, I get that too. But when it comes to just the essence of the core, right? The values, the things that matter to you guys. Because if we can all be honest, there's something that your family and you all have in common, and that's love. So it's a way for you to, connect on a deeper level, but also cast vision of what it's going to look like for your family. Maybe they're the person that they don't have a shared goal of freedom. They don't have a shared goal of necessarily passive income. They don't see it yet because they've never experienced it. But if you can connect on a deeper level and talk about freedom, and maybe you're the person that's like, well, we don't have those type of conversations. Maybe it's time you should. Be excited. Talk about travel. Has anybody ever got upset because somebody is talking to them about travel? Type of 1 in the chat if you or somebody in your family got upset because you were talking to them about travel. Nobody is going to type anything. Why? Because travel, not only is it a $1 trillion industry, ladies and gentlemen, we have seen record numbers in the travel industry. In the last few months, record numbers, meaning more people have been traveling in the last 6 months than they have in all of history. So when you're talking about educating about your industry, when you're talking about highlighting your achievements, but also connecting to family values, I think that we can all agree that more family wants to spend time together. I think that we can all agree that the hustle and bustle of our lives, of our jobs, of our careers, of our businesses, right? Maybe living away from each other doesn't allow you to experience one another or create those memories as we should. But let's be real. God forbid something happens to a loved one in your family. What are you going to look back at but the memories that you created? And sometimes it is just worth you having candid and open conversations and just saying like, hey, maybe I know travel wasn't ever your thing, but man, I want to be able for us to share experiences around the world. Like, I got to go with my friends to Thailand and it was beautiful. But one of the most beautiful things about it was me seeing one of my good friends, Tawana, bring her mom out of the country. Me seeing one of my friends, Tawana, that she lost her dad recently, and it gave her more of a fresh perspective, of more of a desire to help more people experience life, and bringing so many of her family members to her. I want us to plan a reunion for this upcoming year. So again, there's so many different ways that you can go about it, but there's going to be some type of commonality of how your business aligns with your family values, or better yet, even some shared goals, and just emphasizing the positive effect and the positive impact that it can have on you guys' family. Number 5, asking for input. Anybody got them nosy family members that they're going to give you the input even if you don't want to give them, even if you don't ask for them. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. I see you. Yeah, it's okay. You don't have to admit it if you don't want to. Right? But when was the last time you asked for input? Inviting family members to share their thoughts and opinions about maybe your goals. Doesn't have to necessarily be about your business, right? Because truth be told, if you don't have enough thick skin, just being very transparent like we always are, right? If you don't have enough thick skin and you start asking your family for feedback on a business that you have yet to build, and I'm talking about building your business. I'm not talking about being consistent for 21 days. No, I'm talking about this is your baby. You do not go a day without talking about it. You do not go a day without sharing it with somebody. You do not go a day without growing your business. I'm talking about when it is inside of you, right? Because you have to have a different level of not only thick skin, but you have to have a different level of grit, a different level of passion and vision. So when you're asking your family for input, inviting family members to share their thoughts and opinions, not necessarily about your business, but it can be about a plan that you have for your business. It can be about a way, something that you're trying to implement or put into practice come in this upcoming new year. So asking about opinions and asking about feedback, it fosters a collaborative and inclusive conversation and discussion, right? And it allows you to also just include them. It goes back to, are you giving that pressure a point? Are you giving it a reason? Because you don't know what is in you until someone put weights on you, and pressure always produces. So maybe you asking for input is going to be like, yeah, passive income, this is something that I definitely want to build. And the importance of me being able to build that passive income is X. And the vision that I have for my family for this passive income is Y. So when you're asking your family about your opinions and feedback. And again, guys, I'm just giving you tips. You don't have to use each and every single one of them. Take and leave it, right? Take what works for you. And I always say that there's a way that you can integrate it into your lifestyle, into your business, into things that work for you without making it weird for the people that you love, without making it weird for the people that you care about. So just be very careful, tread lightly when you're asking people for opinion or unsolicited advice, because you have to have the thick skin to take it. Like, I can ask people all day long so for input about thoughts about this, because I don't, 9 out of 10 times, if they don't have the lifestyle that I want, I could care less about what they think, right? And it's not going to make me skip a beat. It's not going to make me skip a breath whatsoever. Like, what they think is none of my business. It's just a conversation, right? But again, all of these things, it just fosters a collaborative and inclusive discussion, right? Not making it weird. Number 6, relating to personal experiences. When was the last time that you just took the time to draw connections between your business and your personal experiences that your family can relate to, making it more relatable and a little less awkward? So if you're finding yourself in a space that you're like, well, I definitely want to make sure that not only am I relating to the people that I love, but I want to share with them a way that my business has helped me grow. What is something that your business, can you think about what is a way that your business has helped you grow in your faith? Can you think about what has been a way that your business has helped you grow in your fitness? What has been a way that your business has helped you grow in your mindset? What has been a way that your business has helped you grow in every aspect? And a lot of the times, if you can just connect, right? Connect between your business and personal experiences, excuse me, that your family can relate to, it's just going to make it more relatable and just less awkward when you're having those conversations at the dinner table, when you're having those conversations while you're singing Christmas carols or eating dessert around the living room, okay? So number 7, Emphasizing learning opportunities. So one of the great things that I always do, and it's just like my secret weapon, right? So it's not going to be a secret. I always love inviting people to our training events because, especially people that know me, people that have known me for years, people that I've recently started building a relationship with, I just make it more about the personal development. I make it more about the learning opportunities, because here's what something has been very, very obvious in my last 10 years. My conversations are different with people that I love. The way that I've gone about my life has been different because my mindset has been different, because I have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on personal development in the last 10 years, from personal developments to trainings to masterminds, you name it, right? And we're consistently Kaizen, constant and never ending improvement. But there's a great way that you can just frame your business journey as a learning experience, highlighting some of the skills and knowledge that you're gaining. Maybe you were that person that you didn't really like talking to people, right? You didn't even really pick up a book, and now you're reading. Ooh, thank God for that. Maybe you're that person that it was awkward for you to have conversations with people. It was awkward for you to just even step out of your shell and just initiate a conversation. And now you're able to do it because now you've muscled up the courage, you've muscled up the grit, because you've been consistently doing the income producing activities, because you've been consistently going to training, because you've been consistently working on yourself and working on your mindset. So emphasizing those learning opportunities. And here's another great thing that you can add to that. Again, give pressure a point, right? Is, hey, actually have a personal development and business conference that's coming up in February. It's going to be 3 days, and pay for their ticket. It's an investment. But here's what you don't want to do. You don't want to shove it down their throat so much that they're turned off by it. But you can just talk about some things that you've learned around your journey and just why you're excited for them to learn. Why has it been necessary for you to grow? Why has it been necessary for you to develop in not only your business, but as a person? How's that helped you in every aspect? And then just tying the training. Now, why I say make sure that they're willing to give it your all, because the last thing that you want to do is invest thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars, right, on somebody coming to a training event and them not even showing up. Let them know that this is not only important for you because you know what it's going to do for them, but also letting them know as to what that vision looks like for your life, as to what does that vision look like for your family, the more personally developed you are. And maybe they're not into personally developed. Maybe you're just like, hey, I really want you to be there because I'm going to walk stage. So framing your business journey and tying it to your learning experience can be so much more bigger than you can imagine. And our training platform is so absolutely amazing. And if you're not registered, secretdirectevents.com, right, for Playbook, February 16th through the 18th. It's going to be absolutely incredible. But it's another way that you can just kill that awkwardness and just make it more relatable around the holidays with your family. Number 8, providing a contextual overview. And I know somebody is just like, what you talking about? What is that? It's basically just saying, I'm going to give a concise and easy to understand overview about what my business entails. I'm going to avoid overly technical or jargon-filled explanation. So goes back to what we were talking about. We love to just humanize the process. And taking these tips into account while you're building through the holidays, because goals do not observe holidays. It's a holiday, not a holiday month, right? But I digress. It's one of those ways that you can just make it more authentic, but it's also one of those ways that you can just make it more relatable. And there has to be a point in time. If you've ever sat down in a conversation with me, you will see that I'm not the person that's going to pull out a laptop each and every single time. And granted, is that duplicatable a lot? Not really. because like somebody has to really be the person that is learning, that is taking time out each and every single day to actually learn it, to actually be consistent at it. But guess what? I know it's possible because I was the girl that I preferred a laptop because it was like my guide. But now I can just talk about it. I can say, hey, we have an amazing lifestyle membership that, kind of like subscription model, just like Netflix or Amazon Prime. And it gives you prime time access, unlimited to wholesale travel, whether you want to travel, booking a hotel, booking a flight, booking a car rental. And we also put together these amazing experiences. Like when I went to Thailand, girl, like $600 for 10 days, crazy. We did so many excursions. I needed a vacation from the vacation. And that's kind of like what that entails. And the membership, it's only $99 and it gives you $50 every month worth of product credit. And this product credit you can utilize from top tier premium skincare, from whether it's skincare that you want to age backwards, or lipstick like the one that I got on, or if you just want to improve your health, we got the world-class nutrition products. So making it conversational. Stop being so salesy all the time. Just like when you go somewhere and you're like, oh my goodness, don't be a car salesman. Have you ever heard that example? Why? Is because they're sharks, and it's making it more authentically you. And that takes time. That takes investing in it. That takes consistency. Here's what you don't want to do. And again, this is why we're giving you so many different ways, because you don't want to just do something that you're not ready for. So if you want to have that person, that if you want to have a easy to understand overview of what your business entails, make sure that you're doing it and you're repeating it over and over and over again, so you could know, like you could sound like you know what you're talking about. And here's another thing. If you're talking about it and let's say you say something wrong, give yourself some grace. Mistakes make money here, and they have no clue that you said something wrong, right? So confidence, Godfidence rules the world each and every single time. Number 9, showcasing customer testimonials, sharing positive feedback or testimonials from customers, from teammates, to demonstrate that your business is making a positive impact in the world. I love to show before and after pictures of my friends that have lost weight. I love to just highlight stories of people walking stage. I love highlighting stories of just people, period, right? It's not so much about the business, but it's the impact in people's lives. It's showing really cool before and after pictures. It's sharing testimonies on how, there have been people that have been fighting for their life, and these products, they were designed to combat degenerative diseases, right? From blood pressure to type 1, type 2, type 3 diabetes, to the big C, all of these things. And we're not necessarily, making any medical claims, but man, I had some friends that were dealing with some really bad things, and these products were absolutely life-changing. What impact have these products have in somebody you know? And maybe you're like, well, Pam, I just got started today and I don't have those stories yet. We have so many different testimonials. Excuse me, guys. I don't know what is going on here. We have so many different testimonials that you can showcase customers' experiences, that you can showcase customers' testimonies, and just on their journey. So again, absolutely amazing feedback, testimonials. It works each and every single time. Number 10, be genuine and be open. Be genuine and be open. Approach the conversation with authenticity, sharing both your successes and your challenges to provide more of a balanced view of your entrepreneurial journey. I think that oftentimes we just want to focus on the good, the good, the good, the good, the good. And granted, we did say, talk about your wins, talk about the impact, talk about the vision, talking about all of these things, because absolutely it helps. But one of the things that I love to do is just being vulnerable. And I feel that, when it comes to family and it comes to just people that we know each other for a long time, the world, the societal standards are making us compete. When that's only happening at the bottom. The people that are winning at the top, we are collaborating. So it's about being authentic and being vulnerable and being real and just saying, hey, I struggled with this and I'm so glad that I went to training. And it can be you being genuine and open, and that's really your story. I'm so glad that because I got around these people, my mindset started to change. I'm so glad that I got a fresh perspective on X. I'm so glad that, you know, this allowed me to just be better and do better in this. But being genuine and open to sharing both your successes and your challenges, it just provides people more of an authentic feeling when it comes about your life, when it comes about your business. And you always want to remember, right? You're going to gauge the level of interest for your family members, and you're going to adjust the depth of your conversation accordingly, making sure that it remains engaging and that it remains comfortable for everyone involved. So, then when you are thinking and you're like, you know what, I don't want to have any type of pressure around the holidays. And always remember, give pressure a point. You're going to persevere under pressure. When you give your pressure a point, understand that the pressure, it doesn't just prove your faith, it improves your faith, it improves your journey, it improves your mindset, it improves everything. But more than anything, the pressure produces, right? You don't know what it is, that what's in you, until it's someone put weight on you, puts that weight on you. And diamonds are simply cold under pressure. And it's like, I'm gonna give you guys the perspective, right? When I stood out of the gym with my trainer probably almost 2 weeks, because of travels and all of these things, and then he was traveling. And it's one thing to work out with fresh muscles. Can y'all agree? But it's another thing after you've worked out for the first time and you go back when your muscles have just started to be broken down. Like any trainer is going to tell you, it's not about working out one time. It's the compound effect of putting the workouts together, which allows our muscles to break apart and reform even stronger. And so it is with pressure. Sometimes it gets worse before it gets better. But the pressure is there to give us a new perspective, and it improves, it burns away all of the counterfeits. It burns away all of the people that saying, hey, you know what, I want to do this and I want to build a big business, and all right, cool, let's put some pressure on you. It's like God have to have some type of filtration process. I strongly, wholeheartedly believe that. But it's one of those things that it's for us to always know that this pressure is producing a new perspective. So when you are thinking about sharing your business during this holiday season, don't think about it as pressure. Think about it as maybe you are getting pressured, right? But a diamond is just coal under pressure. So think about it that this pressure is a privilege because it's going to produce a new perspective. And going into this new year already started for a lot of us, but it's also capitalizing on these moments that you have with the people you love. So again, number one, sharing your passion, beginning the conversation, expressing your enthusiasm for your business and how it aligns with your interests and your skills. Number two, educating about your industry, providing a brief overview, helping family members understand the context of it all. Number three, highlighting achievements, milestones that your business has reached, making the conversation more about accomplishments and rather than just business itself. Number four, connecting to family values, explaining how the business aligns with your family values and your shared goals. Number five, asking for input. And remember, we said that is a double-edged sword. Be ready to have thick skin, right? And that thick skin is developed because you've endured a lot of pressure, not because you decided to work your business once a year, right? It has to be something consistent, because if you ask for input and somebody gives you an input that you're like, oh, no. Again, remember, this input is more to invite family members to share their thoughts and opinions about your business, because you want to foster a collaborative and inclusive discussion. But you got to have the thick skin to be able to receive that feedback sometimes. Number six, relating to personal experiences, drawing connections between your business and your personal experiences that your family can relate to. Again, all about making it more relatable and less awkward. Number seven, emphasizing learning opportunities, right? Talking about of training, talking about what you've learned, highlighting some of the skill sets that you've gained, some of the knowledge that you're gaining. Number 8, providing a contextual overview, giving concise and easy to understand overview of what your business entails. We're talking about just simplifying the conversation, simplifying the presentation. Number 9, showcasing customer testimonials. Sharing positive feedback, before and after pictures. Number 10, being genuine and open. This has been your Breakfast Club call for Thursday, December 14th, 2023. Breakfast has officially been served. As always, it is an honor, pleasure, and privilege to serve you guys. Hope you guys got value. I reached each and every single comment, right? And look for the recording in our chosen global YouTube page. Great day and God bless. Thank you, guys.